News today that from Israeli media for what could be a very bloody battle with Hamas. Fox's Trey Yanks in southern Israel.
The Israelis have been using their artillery units along the border and also their air force to strike different positions, trying to support the infantry troops that are inside. We don't know exactly how many Israeli forces, but we are talking about thousands of soldiers who are supporting these efforts to go after Hamas leadership.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken, a surprise trip to the Middle East, his latest stop, NATO ally Turkey. He had a one-on-one meeting with his Turkish counterpart for 2.5 hours, according to a State Department spokesperson. And former President Trump expected to take the witness stand, his $250 million civil fraud trial in New York, brought by the State Attorney General Letitia James. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
And I guess right now. Good morning. It's a Monday. Is it Monday?
Start of a new week.
What happened to the weekend?
It flew.
Yeah, I guess it did. I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Knapp.
And I'm Lee Barrows.
And welcome to the first full week of November.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it was light coming in this morning.
I know. I woke up earlier than early.
Kelly, I almost called you yesterday at 5 o'clock. Look out, it's dark.
Yeah, it got dark kind of early. It's going to get darker every day until the 21st of December. So be prepared for it. I hate this time of year.
I was ready to go to bed at 3 o'clock yesterday with this time change. And I don't know, things.
Well, most of my clocks, they set themselves. My watch set itself. Everything in the house set itself except for the two stoves.
Right.
The microwave.
The microwave. I don't even have that time set on that thing. I don't care. And then there were two automatic clocks out there that did not set themselves. One clock in the bedroom, two clocks in the bedroom did not set themselves. One of those, I set both of them, but one of those reverted back to the old time.
Yeah.
After I set it. So it's programmed to do the original beginning of Eastern Standard Time.
It's what it likes better.
It goes to another day. As another was a third week in November. It used to be.
Yeah.
Something like that. Whatever
it was.
Do you wake up the next day after the time change and you go look at all the clocks and you know it's set, but you're still like, is that right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I did.
Yeah, it's like this morning I got up and I had, like you said, the microwave, the coffee pot, the stove. They don't change.
And one of our clocks is about a 4-foot cross clock. It's over the fireplace, over the mantle there. You have to take it down.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, that's a
The
pain.
wall.
That's too much.
You
work
cannot
right there.
move it backwards. You either have to move the time forward, or in our case, that's too much trouble. I just take the battery out and wait for an hour and put it back in.
That's smart.
That's a smart idea.
Well, yeah, and then I came up with a better idea yesterday. I said, I can run a wire down from the battery compartment. I can run a wire and interrupt the battery, and a little switch down below, hidden, just a tiny switch. And my wife said, to do that one time a year, you're going to go to all that trouble? I said, okay.
I just go out and buy a new clock.
She's right, yeah.
No, we just take it off the wall. I mean, it's a big round
You've
clock.
got to do that one.
I know. I don't know why it didn't. It's supposed to reset itself.
It just needs to go out in the sun for a minute.
If you go carry that thing out in the sun, I bet it will.
No, it has to wait between midnight and 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. or whatever it is. It has to be receiving a signal.
Well, it's not receiving clearly.
No, not in here. It's not. Yeah, but most of them don't in here.
I think the last time I fixed it, took it off the wall and hit a button in the back.
I bet that's what it is, but yeah.
No.
You were gone. That's when you were gone for a month.
Yeah, I wasn't gone a month.
Yes, you were.
I've never been gone a month, have I?
Well, yes. you've called in, but actually sitting in the chair, it was close to a month, wasn't it, Kelly?
For where?
Last year when you had your surgery.
When you had your heart attack.
I didn't have a heart attack.
You just had surgery.
I had surgery to prevent me from having a heart attack.
And then there was a time you were in Bon Air for 3 weeks.
But I
wasn't. Might have been then.
I was not out.
I don't know why we would have changed the clock in Bon Air though.
But the
time would have changed when he was gone last year.
No, but it was running fast or something. I just took it down and fixed it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you maybe you want turn to daylight savings time switch off.
Could have been.
May have
No,
my
because
mistake.
it would have switched in the spring.
All right.
I don't know. Did I change it in this? It's over.
We had to have.
I'm done with it. Go Cards.
Yes.
They did.
Good game.
Yeah, it was a good game. 55-21, was it?
Yes. Sorry to those CB Acock fans that came that were from Jacksonville wearing the Acock shirts.
Oh, you mean the one?
The one. We harassed him so bad.
And he finally came up to the press booth, and he still caught grief.
Yes, he caught grief bad. We were like, we have an extra shirt for you. And he goes, well, play good baseball. And I said, but we're not playing baseball
you go.
tonight. It was just,
They're known for baseball.
yeah,
Well,
we had a good time.
why are you here if you're known for
No,
baseball?
it's his alma mater. So.
Not him, them. Why did they show up if they're
wow.
not playing football?
Well, you know what? There was a couple times I thought they were going to come back and
No.
Cards, I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, did the Cards ever get a penalty?
I do not think so. And that will go down in history for this year.
I don't recall them
'Cause
ever
they've gotten-
having.
They've had enough penalties throughout
yeah.
the year. And there were, I think it was virtually penalty free. ACOG did get a couple for holding and maybe offsides or
I
something a
think there
couple
was
of times.
a personal foul in there somewhere.
Eh,
But,
whatever.
I mean, if it was me and I was on that field, there'd probably be a lot of personal fouls called.
Yeah, well, that would be the way it is.
You don't kick the kicker. Oops.
And yeah, our kicker did get caught one time.
Mhm.
So you get a blocked punt. No, it wasn't not a punt, a block, extra point. I think it was.
I think so too.
Yeah, whatever.
It was just like, well, Ron will tell you between those two boys, was it 82 and 83? One was June and the other one, I can't remember his name right now.
They can run.
When they got that ball,
if you get to the
they were
sidelines, you better
gone.
watch out
yes.
because he's won and gone.
Yes, it was a very good game.
was.
Congratulations,
Enjoyed it.
Cardinals.
I enjoyed the food. That was
And
whoever
we
catered
had-
that food was
well,
wonderful.
Let me tell our listeners, if you ever want a good bowl of clam chowder, you need to come to the Brown Restaurant.
And you don't if you've got clogged sinuses, bring them on.
Oh, it was so good. I actually had 2 big bowls.
Yeah.
It was good. We were feeding everybody up there too.
I had a couple of bowls over the weekend because I had
Yes.
extra waiting back here too.
It was very, very good. Excellent. You did a great job.
And I had a little extra spice in this one, but
It was good.
I was
It
trying.
was
I
just
just wanted to
enough
try
for me
something.
because the pepper I have to be careful with.
Mhm.
Because I love pepper, but
There wasn't a whole lot of pepper.
no, certain types of pepper will
There was some chilies,
cause me
some chili peppers.
cold sores and
Mm.
stuff. So, but no, it was extremely good. Great job, Rayford.
No,
Great
thank you.
job on it.
And yeah, we do appreciate everybody up there too. Our team, not the
Yes.
Cardinals, but the Cardinals radio team.
Right.
They did a marvelous job.
Those guys do
Yeah,
fantastic.
they were on
Jerry
top of it.
and Bob in Hollywood.
And Ashley was up there.
And
He
Ashley, he's
he
crazy.
he was just flitting around the whole ball field.
And then we were
Both sides.
visited by Dr. Francis came up and sat
We
with
did.
us. Gina Francis. What a lovely lady.
Yeah, a veterinarian
Yes.
that some of y'all found out she used to. She was an intern with me way back when. Let's see, that's been
Yes.
40 years ago.
It was great listening to the stories. Yeah. WECT, right?
No, WWAY at the time.
WWAY.
I was at
okay.
the other station.
Oh.
So she was one of our interns. So,
And then Saturday morning.
we had the parade.
That's
And
right.
if you haven't seen the pictures, go to the Facebook page. You go to our
Mhm.
Facebook page. Kelly posted a bunch.
You did. She took some good
Good,
pictures.
good looking stuff out there. And we were all pleased to be part of the team together on a Saturday morning
Yes.
instead of just weekdays. So we got together in Hollywood, running color and running some other stuff. And John Michael Vincent Moore out there running out, flitting out, jumping in front of some of the cars and the individuals out there doing some interviews. And anyway, it was fun.
It was. I had
Had
a good time. Had a good
Yeah.
time.
Good crowd.
It was a good crowd.
A lot of participants this year.
and that was the amazing part. From one end to wow,
Mhm.
where did they all come from?
It wasn't as last year did not have as many as this year. So this was an awesome participant
Yeah.
crowd.
Well, I had to work last year at Tideline.
Mhm.
Didn't have enough notice to be to request a change of date. So this year it fell on a good day. So I was there.
We were glad to have
Yes.
you there with
Yeah,
us.
we were so happy.
It was a lot of fun
It was. We had a good time.
It's fun.
We had a good time.
Mhm.
seeing a lot of the people. It went by very quickly. I'll tell you that. That 90 minutes flew.
Yes, it did.
Well, I was excited. We got to see the motorized big wheels.
Yes. You saw the big wheels
Yeah,
that
I
she's
know.
been
Have
talking
you-
But I
about.
made a video and I put it on our Facebook page. I'm determined.
Have
We will all get those.
We
And just-
not we.
Yes,
I
Rayford.
ain't riding with my butt that low to the ground.
It ain't gonna hurt you.
You
No,
don't
it's
have
not, 'cause
far
I'm
to
not getting on
fall.
it.
Lord, I know. What do you think's gonna happen?
Something I'm gonna drag along the bottom. You
I'll
know.
teach you how to drift.
You don't fall off
You don't
those. You
fall
just
off.
like
It's a big wheel.
to the
Yeah.
pavement.
No.
But I think that would be cool. Get a bunch of adults together and
Mhm. No.
it would be awesome.
No.
Kelly,
I
we'll
know.
get them. We'll go
I
to the
know, we will.
commons.
Yeah.
I'm not a Dolan.
We'll go to the commons.
Yeah, we will.
Go to the commons for what?
We'll
To
just
ride our
ride 'em.
motorized big wheels. I live there. Everybody can park at my house.
That's right.
hmm
Good. I'll
We'll
drive
have
my
like
Jeep.
We'll have like a big wheel club.
That's
I
right.
will be in
Yeah.
my Jeep. It's got big wheels.
You're ridiculous. You'll do it.
Nah, I don't think so.
So, but that was
and
fun.
Then, and then you went to the powwow.
I did go to
Yes.
the powwow. I did.
How
It
was it?
It was awesome.
Beautiful.
I got there about 12:40 because I
Mhm.
knew the grand walking in was at 1.
Uh-huh.
That's the only thing I have not posted the video of yet. It's long. I filmed it. And what was amazing about that, so it's to honor the Native American veterans as well as, regular veterans that are non-Native American. And what they did, the biggest crowd so far, I had one of the organizers say in terms of that went in, they have all the veterans from the crowd come into the center.
Mhm.
And it was, I have that on film as well. It was packed. And then they do their veteran dance and they follow along behind the tribal dancers.
Oh, really?
Around the quote arena. That's what I call it, an arena. I don't know what else to call it. It was awesome. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I just haven't posted that one yet, but I will do that today.
Good.
It's long. So yeah, it was very good.
It'll take a while to download it.
It will
Upload
take a little while, yeah, but it was a nice crowd. Had a lot of vendors. It was packed with people. This biggest crowd by far, and Salem Clark was there
Yeah,
from a county
from
tourism.
tourism.
She and I were talking, and even she commented about how many people were there. And she said she always tells people gauge how successful your event is by the third year you've had it.
Oh, okay.
And she said, this is amazing. I think next year will be even bigger. It was, and people, I was listening to people around and walking. Everyone was enjoying. There were kids there,
Mhm.
Elderly, young people, middle-aged
Food.
people, lots of food vendors, lots of vendors selling their Native American wares and stuff.
Uh-huh.
It was very nice.
Cool.
Yes. And the fact that it's free, and also the Gold Star wall was there.
Mhm.
It's a traveling wall, and I took a picture. I need to put the video of that on our page as well. I took a picture and put it on our page already, but I made a video of it.
Okay.
So I tried doing it long way at first, and so then I turned it around the right way. So just get through that first initial part where it ended up being sideways, and I was trying to show it length on the video. It didn't work out that way, but yeah, it's very nice.
Huh.
And that's for the Gulf War. Those that have
Right.
passed away in that, but it's very nice.
Yeah.
It was very well done.
You no displays, no exhibits about the wind talkers, right? From World War II.
I didn't know there was last year. I want to say,
Mhm.
I remember something about them. Maybe it was last year, or the first year. I don't remember. I didn't notice, but it was so many people on last time. I think it was around the TP. I did not go in the TP this year.
Mhm.
I did last year.
Yeah, a lot of folks don't.
Wind talkers were cool.
Old people like
Mhm.
me, we remember
I know who
the
they
stories about the wind talkers,
Yeah.
but a lot of other folks do not. And you guys who
I remember
who do
that.
not know anything about it,
Yes.
you should check it out. You can do it on the internet.
There's a
Google it.
movie.
Yeah, there is a movie.
Mhm.
I think it was called Wind Talkers, wasn't it?
Yes, I think it
Believe
is called
so.
Wind Talker. I do
Something.
believe that
Anyway.
is exactly what it's called.
So anyway, they recruited in Native Americans, Navajos to be specific,
Yep.
whose language has never been written down.
Yeah.
It's just been passed along
I know.
from
It's
generation to
very cool.
generation.
Yeah.
So they could get on there on open mics and carry on conversations in their native tongue.
Yep.
And the Germans and they never could pick up on it because they didn't know what the language was, and there was nothing that could be translated.
Yeah. And that's how they got to pass information along. No one knew
Absolutely.
it because they couldn't study it
Yep.
because
There's nothing to
there's
find.
nothing to find.
Certainly couldn't Google it because it wasn't
Super cool.
there.
Yes.
So they did their thing.
I got to go
and,
back and rewatch that movie.
That's a great movie.
I
It
know.
is
It's been a long time since I've
great
seen it.
movie.
Yeah.
It is a very good movie. Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. Yeah,
let's go ahead and take a break and do a little weather, and then when we come back, Kelly's going to go on the rant
I am.
What was it?
again.
2002 film.
2002.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's a very
And-
good movie.
Oh, Nicolas Cage.
Yes, he was
Oh.
in it. You're live and local. Your heartthrob. One of them. One of your. Is he Brazilian too?
Isn't Lou Diamond Phillips in this too?
He doesn't compare to my Brazilian friend.
You're live and local. Real. That guy does not real. You know that, right?
Oh, he is
You're
real.
live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
Everyone loves shopping online. Well, I'm going to tell you what I tell my golf buddies when they buy clubs. Stop searching for coupon codes. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout. Plus, it's free, and you don't even need a Capital One card to use it. That's like hitting a hole in one without even trying. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary. Ray Magliotti here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Be sure to tune to WSME Freedom 97.1 FM and worldwide WSME971.com tonight as the Cardinal soccer team is to Croatan to challenge the Cougars of Croatan High School and the state 3A Championship Tournament. Pre-game 5:45, kickoff 6 p.m. Jacksonville High School Soccer is made possible by the following 5 sponsors: National Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram, JOEMC, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, Golden Corral, the only one for everyone, North Marine Boulevard, Jacksonville, and Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, and the law offices of John Drew Worley, your hometown attorney.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for fall, and you should be too. With Cub Cadet, zero turns, lawn tractors, and walk-behind lawnmowers from Cub Cadet are engineered with premium features, leaving you with a well-manicured lawn. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and unlock the possibilities of your yard with Cub Cadet. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro.
Down East, heating and air conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986.
Down East is your local Bryant Factory authorized dealer. Down East, Bryant, whatever it takes to keep you cool.
Down East, heating and air conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986. DownEastHeating.com.
Need service on your present cooling system? Just call Down East. Looking to replace your cooling system in your home or office? Down East and Bryant is ready to do whatever it takes to keep you cool on these hot summer days. Ask about 0% interest for 60 months. Down East, Bryant, whatever it takes.
Down East, heating and air conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986. DownEastHeating.com.
If you're looking for a great deal on a brand new Mitsubishi pre-owned car or truck, look no further than Bob Mills Mitsubishi, 2150 North Marine Boulevard. Because at Bob Mills Mitsubishi, they give it away and guarantee all their customers financing. At Bob Mills, there is no high pressure, no smoke and mirrors, or running back and forth to a sales manager. Buying a new Mitsubishi or quality pre-owned car or truck should be a fun experience, and that's what you'll have at Bob Mills Mitsubishi, 2150 North Marine Boulevard in Jacksonville, because they give it away.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Great deals await you down at Tideline Marine right here in downtown Jacksonville. Boats, fishing equipment, outboard motors, boat trailers, along with parts and supplies for those who like to work on their own boats, motors, and trailers. There are still American-made, American-power Mercury outboards in stock. Mercuries are the only four-stroke outboards made in the U.S. of A. If you're wanting a new motor, one that's reliable and efficient than your old outboard, this might be your opportunity. It's likely that new outboards will cost more after the first of the year, so why put off until next spring getting repowered? You can also bet that a lot of other folks will be doing the same thing. Don't forget trolling motors. Only a couple were left in stock when I was there last Thursday, and when they're gone, no new trolling motors will be available until next year. And yes, the prices will have increased on those as well. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street, on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Offshore today, northeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas diminishing to 5 to 10 this afternoon, seas 3 to 5, except 2 to 3 near shore. Dominant period 7 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, diminishing to a light chop in the afternoon. Tuesday, tomorrow, westerly winds 5 to 10, becoming southwesterly 10 to 15 in the afternoon. 2 to 3 footers. Dominant period 7 seconds. Sounds and rivers a light chop, increasing to a moderate chop in the afternoon. You've heard nothing about rough, have you? It ain't going to be rough. Southwesterly winds on Wednesday, around 10 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet. Sea sounds and rivers, a light chop.
Today, sunny, high of 75. Tonight, it'll be mostly clear with a low of 49. It's nippy. Tomorrow morning, before 7 a.m., there will be some patchy fog, so please be careful because the kids will be getting on the bus between 5:30 and 7, and that's ridiculous, but that's a whole nother issue. Otherwise, tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 77. What's interesting is the winds are going to start to increase tomorrow with gusts as high as 17 miles an hour. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 52. Wednesday, it's going to be straight up hot. So if you turn your air off, you might as well just turn it right back on. I had mine on yesterday, matter of fact.
Really?
Yes.
It wasn't hot yesterday.
I was putting my trees up. I got sweaty.
Putting
Tomorrow,
your trees up.
Wednesday will be sunny, high of 80. Yes. I put up 2.
Christmas trees.
Yes, one in my living room.
This is November. It's not even
Rayford,
Thanksgiving.
let me tell you something. My turkey tastes just the same with my trees. I love Christmas, my favorite holiday. My turkey's going to taste exactly the same. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to be here eating my turkey. I decorated my front porch with Thanksgiving, though. It's like my front porch is all Thanksgiving, but inside my house is a winter wonderland.
What do you think about it? Look how much money you spend on a Christmas tree,
I
decorations.
get fanatical. Like I've got
And you're not even here.
Why have it up
for
3
Thanksgiving
weeks?
or Christmas.
You're not going to be here.
What,
for Christmas, right?
Heck yeah, I'll be here.
Oh, will you?
I'll bring Mom here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, heck
That's
yeah.
even better.
And I get to enjoy my masterpiece of decorated house from November through last week of December.
No.
I'm excited. It looks amazing.
Why don't you come over here and decorate my front yard? Help me put up my lights.
I'll help you do that.
Because this takes manpower to do that,
I will help you, no problem.
or woman power.
Yeah, I'll do that. But I don't decorate the front of my house until after Thanksgiving. So the weekend after, that Saturday after Black Friday, it's game on.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Little Timmy, before you go into a rant, hey Tim, what's up?
Oh, you to the hottest morning. Woo! Oh, Lord, bless your heart, Ken. I'm so proud of you putting the Christmas tree.
I did.
Remember, we are not going to take them down. Remember that. Now, me and Robin has already discussed. You are not going to take them down.
One of them I'm going to have to take down. And let me explain why. My former living room, I turned into a workout room, and my giant 3-person sauna's in there.
What?
And all my.
You got a sauna in your living room?
It's amazing.
People.
You should see it. You have never seen my sauna?
Was there something about 3 here that I need to?
No, I just want. I'm claustrophobic, Rayford, and I had to get my doctor had me get a sauna. Your head is in the gutter all the time. Y'all should hear the jokes. Yeah, but this is because I am claustrophobic, and the only way I could do it is to get a big one. So I did.
Now, if the doctor prescribed you to get a sauna, did the insurance help pay for it?
No, they did not, but that's okay. It's the best $8,000 I've ever spent.
Doctor, no.
Inside the living room.
I had to hire an electrician.
No, if I'd have been Robin, I'd have got you up some plastic tobacco cheap and a space heater. So
that's all you need.
Robin didn't even know I had bought it until I don't ask his permission, not his money. So till it
Your
got
money
delivered.
is y'all's money. You got to understand that.
Yeah.
Robin don't work my job, and I don't work his.
Y'all's
I was
money.
always independent.
I'm independent. I don't need to ask his permission.
You just have to ask the permission of the Republican Party. That's all.
Says who? What are you talking about?
You said you were independent.
Oh,
You're not.
Mercy, just,
Anyway, but yes.
What's his
So,
is yours, and what's yours is yours.
What's his is his, and what's mine is mine. That's how that works.
Okay.
And then we share something. We
Okay.
share some bills together.
Mm.
Yeah.
So if he goes out and he buys him a $200,000 sports car, it's okay.
He's done that before, but it wasn't 200,000.
okay.
So
That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
he's
Yeah.
come home with
Okay,
cars
well.
on more than one occasion. Yep. I'm not paying that payment, so don't affect me any. Yeah. Like okay. Yeah.
You got it going on, girl. That's all I
okay.
can say. You got it going on. I'm proud of you. I really am.
I did. I put them up.
Carolina girls are bad, wet or dry.
Well, let me tell you,
Remember
the
that.
only thing I did not do was my mantle, and that's because I got tired. 7:00 last night, I finally said I probably ought to go to bed. Yeah.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've told you, there's 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
You got to utilize what you can.
I did what
You
I
got to
could. Yeah.
rest.
I had, because here's what I had to do yesterday. My football game was on, so I had it outside with me, taking down my Halloween decorations, put
You
up
had
my
your
thing
football game outside with you.
on my tablet because I have Sunday NFL Sunday.
Lord
Yeah,
help
anyway,
us.
then I had I took down my Halloween decorations, put up my Thanksgiving on the porch. Then had Robin help me drag all that mess out of the garage for the Christmas stuff, and it just took like 45 minutes. Then I started decorating. Yeah.
It's a chore.
It is a lot. It's a lot of work.
Bed truck.
Mhm.
It is a lot of
It's a
work.
whole
That's
lot
why
of
I say leave it up.
I hang stuff on
Christmas
ornaments
in
from the
July,
ceiling.
baby.
Yeah, it looks amazing. It's a winter wonderland in
I'll
there.
be amazed if Candy takes hers down.
That's
I
right.
really will. Because
Yeah.
she's Christmassy all year
She is
long.
too. Candy watches Hallmark movies and throughout the
I
year. Now,
know.
see, I don't do that because I don't
In
like watching
July.
Christmas movies. So
I just hope they have some new ones. I'm so tired.
It's all the same. It
Mhm.
may be a different setup. It's all the same. And at the very last minute, they finally decided they belong with one
Yep,
another. And
yep,
here they go. After all the, and it's all the same.
Same
and
script,
it's
different
snowing.
names.
It's snow. It's always in a snow-filled location.
But there's always green grass.
And do you notice there's
never
never
I don't
any?
watch them.
Oh,
but
yes.
There's never any breath. You know.
I know that. It's not cold.
No,
it's
it's not
summertime. They
cold.
film it in the summer.
But this is how it does. Guy meets girl, vice versa. We're high school flames. Come back, meet again.
Trouble
They get all the way
comes
down
up.
to the
Oh, yeah.
last 30 minutes. They have
There's
a
al-
disagreement.
There's always a woman or a man somewhere in trying to infiltrate.
Yep.
The
yep.
last
trying
5
to get 'em
minutes.
broke up. I
Yep.
mean, it's the
It's the same story.
Last
Yeah.
5 minutes, they make up, they
There's a
kiss, and it
tragedy
starts
somewhere.
snowing.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, even Dale Robertson changed horses once in a while. That was Wells Fargo. I mean, he rode, bless his heart, he rode Jubilee more than he rode anybody else, but he did change horses once in a while.
not right,
Even
Tim.
Matt Dillon changed a horse.
That's
too.
true.
Once
You're
in a
right. Matt
while.
Dillon did.
But he always carried the
Yep.
same 6-shooter.
Yep.
And it was a real one.
Oh,
And
was
it
it
was
really?
a real one.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
Interesting.
But now he used Danny, and the horse's actual name was Danny. He used Danny throughout the career. Most of the time, him and Lauren Green used the same horse, and
Yep.
a lot of people didn't know that.
Yep.
But and what to understand, and they tell you now it's wrong. They were different colors. NBC had one type of color, and CBS had another type of color. And one of them was like, and I know, Rayford, you can correct me. And one of them was Technicolor, and one of them was something else.
Yep.
But that's
Cinema,
the way it worked.
whatever it
That's why-
was. Yep.
Yeah, that's why Danny looked different, and plus the bridle was different. But that's why Danny looked different on Bonanza than he did on Gunsmoke.
I used to love
I mean,
Bonanza.
just
And you
piece
know-
of useless information. But,
And you know, Trigger, there were a bunch of Triggers, right? For Roy Rogers?
Yeah.
I did know that.
he wasn't the first one, and Trigger was in the movies before Roy was.
Yep.
Yep, sure
Yeah,
was.
one of the
And
Triggers
that would
was.
be a good trivia question for you one day if you ever get more trivia calls. What movie was Trigger in before Roy Rogers became famous?
Oh, I have no idea to that. I don't know the answer to that.
Oh, people are going to be
Mr.
looking it
Ed?
up, including
Mr.
me,
Ed?
because I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah,
It
well,
was not
Mr.
Mr.
Ed?
Ed.
It was. I'll go ahead and tell you, it was Errol Flynn, Robin Hood,
Oh, my.
wow.
Oh, okay.
and Olivia de Havilland rode Trigger.
Yeah.
I
in the
think I
movie
did know
Robin
that, too.
Hood.
I did know that.
I
just
did not
forgot.
know that. And I
And
have
his-
seen that movie.
Yeah, and his real name was Cloud, Golden Cloud, and Roy Rogers bought him for $2,500, which was about
A
in
bunch of
today's
money.
time will be over $25,000, and changed his name to Trigger. And it tickles me. I'm out in the horse world, and I used to be heavy in it, and somebody would come up, hey, my uncle's got one of Trigger's grandsons, and I at him says, no, he's not. Yes, he does. He's got one of Trigger's grandsons.
No,
he's not.
Trigger was not able to
He
do that.
never bred. Trigger was. He never bred Trigger
Yep.
because Trigger was a mixed bred horse.
Uh-huh.
Trigger's mama was a grade horse, and his daddy was thoroughbred. And
Wow.
but now what he did have was when he called Trigger Jr. was a Alameda colored Tennessee walking horse.
Wow.
And a lot of times when he was singing and riding Trigger, he was actually riding Trigger Jr. because he could get the gait just right with the rhythm on Trigger Jr. better than he could Trigger.
Huh.
But you don't never hear him talking about it. And he had two names. He had Trigger Jr. and Trigger Son. And but he was the one, and people they still have semen today from Trigger Jr. that they're still breeding the horse.
Really?
And they probably, oh yeah,
That's interesting.
It just they was I think it was either, and I might be wrong. It was either 12. I think it was 12 different triggers all together through the years. And just like Champion,
Gene Autry.
Gene Autry's horse, I got a brain fart. I'm sorry, but his horse, he had two to start with. He had one on the west coast and one on the east.
So what was Dale
He
Evans'
had to go
horse's
out.
name?
Buttermilk.
There you go.
Yeah,
Well, here's something.
Buttermilk was a buckskin dun, and then what you call a dun is one that has a dorsal stripe down the back, and she had it. And it don't matter if you got a red dun but if it's got a black stripe or a dark stripe down the back, it's called a dun. And that's why, and some people call it buttercup, but it's actually buttermilk.
It is Buttermilk.
Well, here's
it's
something
buttermilk.
interesting. I just found out after the original Trigger, Golden Cloud, died in 1965 at Rogers New Ranch in Apple Valley, California.
And guess where he is?
His hide was preserved in a tax. He was preserved.
Yes.
Yes, they took his
Taxidermist.
hide and
Stuffed him.
put it on a foam likeness of Trigger.
Mm-hmm. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
He was the one that when you went to the museum, you saw Trigger. That was actually Trigger or Trigger's taxidermy in there.
Makes
And
me
I
sad.
think he wound up Branson, Missouri. Somebody bought it when they closed down the museum. He might have wound up in Branson, Missouri.
I think
don't
so.
remember all that part, but yeah, he was. That was the all-time favorite horse.
Yep,
And,
absolutely.
yeah, it was.
So where are you
It
headed
was-
today,
it was
Timmy?
Very smart. I have got to go to Fayetteville, and tomorrow morning I've got to take off and go back to Hunter Air Base. I've got and I'm just roaming around. I got to be up in Jacksonville later part of the week, but I do have to go to Savannah tomorrow.
Okay.
It's just a day trip. We'll be happy. It'll be fine. I got to go pick up a long reach excavator. It's got to be picked up tomorrow. And
Okay.
I said, okie dokie. But y'all be good. I just wanted to pick on you a minute, Kelly. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm
but
proud
I
of
don't
myself.
want you to take the tree down.
Okay, I might leave one up, but one's gonna have to because I had to move some of my equipment around. Like I can't function in that room. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we tried to make a deal.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help Robin out.
I know.
too,
Oh, Robin will be
before
happy to see
the
them
lady.
both gone. He hadn't even seen that. He was upstairs watching TV. He hadn't even. Well, he might be downstairs by now. He's going to be shocked. It's Winter Wonderland in there. Yep.
It's snowing at Kelly's.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got to sit back and start thinking of tools and stuff to buy Diane for Christmas. I've got a cutting tool that I'm looking at real hard and heavy, but she'll get some Pyrex. I got two ladies right now looking out for me some rare Pyrex.
Oh.
And she's not listening, so she don't know. She knows she's gonna get some. But
Good. I know you'll do her
that.
right.
I'm lazy. I'm lazy.
That's
I don't.
okay.
I know what she wants, and I know what she needs, and she just like if I buy the cutting tool, she said, "What's this for?" I said, "I'm going to show you," and she's going to do like she did her PVC cutter. When she finally uses it, she's going to scream, "Oh, it's awesome!" and I'll run in the room. What's wrong?
Don't do that very often.
I like that. That
I
was
know.
good.
She's good. Bless her heart. Everybody prays for her because she's married to.
Well, I understand
She's
that.
a good girl. I like her a
My
lot.
God. But she's a sweetheart.
She is.
And she's counting down her days to retirement or her month.
Good.
So she's happy camper.
There you go.
But we will talk to y'all later. Got to get off of here. And y'all be good. Be
See you
sweet.
later.
Not going to be good,
Right, Tim.
but I'll see you later.
Be good at it.
Yeah,
Too
there you
old to
go.
name it after anybody. Right?
You little brat. You're live on local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
Modern Exterminating 627 College Street, Jacksonville has proudly been serving the pest control needs of Onslow and surrounding counties since 1952. That's 70 years of protecting the health and property of our citizens from rodents, termites, mosquitoes, and all other pests. Modern Exterminating offers inspection without obligation. Being authorized to serve government quarters, Modern Exterminating takes this opportunity to thank those who serve and allowing us to handle all your pest control needs. If what they use don't zap them, they'll trap them. And if you're not satisfied, they'll step on them. The bug stops here. Modern Exterminating, family owned and operated since 1952. Call today 910-455-5122. That's 910-455-5122 for Modern Exterminating.
Wismart and Chappie's Chicken. And for over 50 years, Great Gas and Oil Company has kept our community comfortable year-round with quality heating and cooling products and dependable service. In addition to heating and air conditioning service, Great Gas and Oil Company does generators, tankless water heaters, and quality appliance repair. For service, phone 910-347-7138. Locally owned and operated by Jerry and Jeff Allen and Bobby and Louise Williams.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail area's only local newspaper in print started a little over a year ago? We now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
C&S Paint, Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957, with 3 locations serving the Crystal Coast, has everything you need from brushes to Olympic stain and quality Benjamin Moore paint. Benjamin Moore offers unmatched color and durability, so the color will last for years to come. Whether a do-it-yourselfer or paint contractor, when you shop C&S Paint Center with 3 locations, you're not just improving your home or construction site, you're supporting a local business too. C&S Paint Center, Olympic Stain, and Benjamin Moore. Paint for everything that matters. C&S Paint Center, 105 Wayne Drive, Morehead City, 6th Avenue, Jacksonville, and 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point. C&S Paint. Phone 910-455-0210. Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957.
Coastal Bank and Trust thanks you for allowing us the privilege of handling all your banking needs, including personal and commercial loans to mortgage services. With locations in Jacksonville, Holly Ridge, Richlands, and Morehead City, Coastal Bank and Trust truly is a community bank dedicated to those we serve and is proud to be a part of the continued growth of Red and surrounding counties, and looks forward to meeting you. Thank you for voting us the best of the best 5 years in a row. FDIC insured and an equal housing lender.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we are back, and it's in this corner.
Yeah,
In this corner, we have the one, the only. We have Kelly.
we do.
And who's in the other corner?
People that are judgy.
Judgy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a word?
Yes, I'm
It is
making it
now.
a word.
That's a Kelly
Yes,
word. Okay.
Yes. I know it's Monday, but something happened last Friday in Alabama that has really bugged me all weekend when I read about it occurring. And it falls into that category. And I know people have heard me say before, why do you care? When someone does something in their life that 100% does not affect you at all, why do you care?
Because I care.
So a man in Alabama, he was a mayor, pastor. His name was F.L. Bubba Copeland. He was the elected mayor of Smith Stations in Lee County, Alabama. It must be on right near the Georgia border because it's it's part of the neighboring Columbus, Georgia metropolitan area.
Got it.
Okay, so it's got to be right on the border. He was also the pastor of the First Baptist Church of Phoenix City, which sits across the Chattahoochee River from Columbus. In this town, it's 6,756 people in this town to be exact. He was very popular, he's respected, and very beloved. Last Friday, he committed suicide in front of law enforcement.
Oh, really?
Because a far right-wing website published some photos of him dressed in drag. And it was something that he liked to do. He said it was a stress relief and it was like fantasy. He said it was just something he did. It's got a photo of him in it. When somehow this website or somebody gave these pictures and they published them, then they claimed that he was a transgender woman, which he said he was not. He said, this is something I do as to get rid of stress. He called it a hobby and quote a fantasy. And also people had looked into it and he had never, so somebody said, well, you're a hypocrite, but he had never given a sermon in anti anything LGBT or anything at all. And my first thing is, why is it anybody's business what this man did and this is a counselor meeting. Why is it anybody's business what this man did in his own house? It wasn't hurting anybody. Why do you care?
So he didn't do a public thing.
No, it wasn't public at all. He strictly
How
did
did they
in
get
his
the
home.
pictures?
Somebody must have gotten hold of a picture. Yeah, maybe it's somebody that a friend. I think a very select few people knew. He never went out in public. He never did anything. And they got a hold. And why? And they drove this man to suicide.
Uh-huh.
Are they proud? Are y'all proud of yourself for that? Because I want to know. He said he was embarrassed and
Had no other way out.
no other way out in his mind. So what was gained by publishing these pictures? Not one thing.
Nothing.
And him dressing in drag, and it wasn't even drag, just him in this picture. He's wearing jeans and a shirt. Like it's literally
And
that.
a wig.
It's nothing. There's nothing there. He's not in lingerie. He's not looking like, some drag queens get very theatrical. He's literally wearing a sweater and jeans and a wig. And a
'Cause he's
wig.
basically
Yeah.
no
yeah,
hair in real life.
Why? What is wrong with people? Why does it bother you so much? He wasn't hurting nobody. He did nothing wrong at all. And this goes back to that thing where a lot of far right wingers have this mentality of, if you don't think like I do, you're against me and you're nothing.
These extreme right wingers, I can tell you right now, if you wanted to do a deep dive,
Mhm.
of which some of us can do,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we could ruin them.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely we could. Oh, absolutely.
If that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah. I mean,
But I have no reason to do it.
I agree.
Let them do their own thing.
I am just trying to figure out why this even had to be, why this little group, and the guy that runs a group says he just does it for fun. It's like a hobby.
Well,
But why do you
your hobby
care?
has killed a guy.
Yes, they did. I think they should be charged.
Can't
I know, but it's bullying. This
Well,
is
you know-
bullying. But this is right here is the type of thing is why kids and teenagers and other people commit suicide,
Yes.
because this is bullying.
Yep,
It's absolute bullying. And this is why what happens a lot with kids that are bullied. Why did this guy in this group care? What does it matter? Seriously, what does it matter?
Because he has no life.
Well, we see it all the time, even right here in Onslow.
We do see it
yes,
right
we
here
do.
in Onslow.
People posting other people's business. It's not their business. Why are you doing it?
Mhm.
And posting stories and posting personal business about other people in the community. And that's a huge downfall of social media.
Which
Huge
is as
downfall.
often as not nothing but a pack of lies
Right,
taken
right.
out of context.
Unless you're in that person's shoes and you know exactly why that person did what they did. I mean, even then, you have no business saying anything. It's that person's life, not yours.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, who made them judge?
Right.
And these people that claim to be, so-called Christian clearly hadn't read the Bible, because there is a very specific passage in there that says, judge not lest you be judged.
They have no life. You understand?
Well, they just want to ruin everybody
They
that
have
doesn't
no
know what
life
they do.
other
Yeah.
than to be but they want to be noticed.
Yeah.
They have got to be noticed. So they got to come up with some reason to do it. That's all.
And it's like, if you don't, just because you don't like something doesn't mean everybody else has to not like it because you don't. It doesn't make you righting them wrong or them righting you wrong. This is, freedom of choice. This is why we live in America.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't get aggravating all weekend about this. What does it matter? This man wasn't hurting anybody. And don't say because he's a pastor, so what? He's still a human being.
Absolutely.
What does it matter?
But we got a caller. Good morning. Who's this? Well, we'll probably have a
Hello?
416 area code. They're not going to be there. We know who that is. Let's see if they go answer the phone. Hello, who's this? Anybody there? Anybody want to talk? They're disconnected. You're live in local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many more at your owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street, the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street, Maysville. Whole top sirloin, just $5.99 a pound. Whole eye of the round, just $4.39 a pound. Boneless rib loin, $9.99 a pound. How about whole fresh picnics, just $1.19 a pound? Baby back pork ribs, just $2.59 a pound. Whole bottom round, just $3.99 a pound. And you get a 10-pound bag of fresh fried leg quarters for just $4.99 for a 10-pound bag. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, you get a 3-pound bag of Eastern apples, selected varieties, for just $2.99. First of the season, Sunburst tangerines, you get 3 for 99 cents. Jumbo green peppers, 99 cents each. Red California seedless grapes are just $3.49 a pound. You get a 1-pound package of fresh red ripe strawberries for just $3.99 for a 1-pound package. And large russet baking potatoes, just 99 cents a pound. And you get 3 6-packs of the 16-ounce bottle size of Pepsi or Mountain Dew. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, say big with the pig.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want to paint it, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team. Serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning. And now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook. Instagram, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, since 1967. Relax, we're on the way.
The holiday travel season is almost here, and if you need automotive service before hitting the highways or just regular maintenance, Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, is here for you. Cedar Point Tire is more than just a tire store. They offer fast auto service from tune-ups to flat tire repair and all alignment and suspension services too. Cedar Point Tire, they carry all the major name brand tires, so they likely have your preference. It's simple. For all automotive service and tires, call 252-393-3188 or visit Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar, 1083 Cedar Point Boulevard. Cedar Point Tire, thanks you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours the best holiday season and a happy new year. Come ride with us this holiday season.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Word that Republican Representative Tim Moore, the Speaker of the North Carolina House of Representatives, is planning to run for U.S. Congress from the 14th Congressional District. Moore will run to replace Democrat incumbent U.S. Representative Jeff Jackson, who recently announced his campaign for North Carolina Attorney General. Oh boy, it's going to get fun here. Just wait and see. Moore, in his current position, took a trip to Ukraine, another to the southern border recently. In other words, he's been planning for the run for quite some time. He had to get some credentials behind him, though.
And then you wonder about the redistricting on the maps.
Yeah, now it all comes to light, doesn't it? Because
Yes.
the 14th district was completely changed around to include his area, where the other guy that would be there is not going to be running again anyway. Interesting. Totally interesting. And speaking of elections, tomorrow, municipal elections, 486, I guess, races in 86 counties across North Carolina, municipal races.
Municipal, yes.
Including here in Onslow County. We have Jacksonville, Swansboro, Richlands, North Topsail Beach. Did I say Swansboro? I did. Holly Ridge and Surf City to a certain point. Some people in the southern part along the beaches there, the north part of Surf City is actually in Onslow County, and they get to vote for the mayor and city council there. So we got a bunch of elections tomorrow. So we're wait and see. The polls open at 6:30 in the morning. They close at 7:30.
Yes.
You need to do a couple things. First of all, make sure you've got your voter ID. You're going to have a recognized form of identification when you go to the polls this time. First time in a long, long time. And North Carolina driver's license or another state's driver's license showing your address is okay. There are other forms. You can take a passport if you've got one.
Right.
You can take
certain student IDs.
certain
There's
student
a
IDs.
lot.
There are a bunch of them. And if you want to know more, go to the Board of Elections website. You'll find out what you have to have. You also need to know where you vote.
Well, that's not on the Board of Elections website because Lee and I just looked this morning because I wanted to know if I can go.
No, not the Onslow. You can go to the voter search for yourself under voter search in North Carolina. The North Carolina Board of Elections has it. You find your name, you click on it, and then it will tell you where you can vote.
Right. Yeah, that's you can North Carolina voter search, and
Yep.
you can put your name in when it comes up. You can scroll on down to where it says ballots also.
Yes.
And
find out.
click on that. And if you have a ballot for this election, you can click on it and print it off yourself.
Not everybody in Onslow County will be
That's
voting
right.
because they don't live in a municipality. There are no county or state or federal elections
Right.
that you're going to vote in tomorrow.
And you can go through the county site to search your registration also.
Yeah, well, that
So-
still takes you back to
Yes,
the
it
state.
takes you to the state's link.
Yeah. But just cut through the chase because something is sadly lacking in this year's Board of Elections, County Board of Elections stuff.
Well,
First of all, we haven't heard not one word from them.
I just posted on YouTube and on our Facebook page the link that you can go to
Good.
for the County Board of Elections. I was just
The
looking
County
at it.
Board of Elections or
Yes.
the state.
You can go to the county, which has links to the state.
Why not just go to the state?
Yeah, you can go to the state, but on the county, I'm sure they'll update their website today, but it doesn't show. Usually on the county, it shows every voting place that will be open tomorrow.
Mhm.
And it won't be all 24 polls tomorrow
No,
in Onslow
'cause
County because it's
some of
only
them-
going to be the ones right in the city, the municipalities.
Yep.
So
So-
I was hoping we'd have that already. And I think
No, we're
Jason's
we're
going to
sadly
send me
lacking
an
this year.
email.
Hopefully
Yes.
next year we will get a little bit more because we get primaries coming
All
up
right,
in the
here
spring.
we go.
Well,
he did answer me. Sites that are open. He said the voter lookup tool is the best way for a voter to see both their sample ballot and find out
Yep.
their polling place, which we knew that.
Which is a state thing,
Yes.
not run by the county.
Yes. And so I guess, well, there's nothing on here to show the voting locations that I can just say commons, et cetera, et cetera. You're going to have to look at it.
Well, I looked mine up and there's the commons, and I
Yes.
pulled up my sample. There's literally one thing for me to vote on, which
Yeah,
is
me
Sammy
too.
Phillips for
Yes,
mayor.
I have two.
Well, I got two.
I don't have.
No,
I
I
only
got
have
one.
No,
I
we
got-
only have
I got
one.
I have
Phillips.
two. I have two people.
I only have one thing.
So I have
And
the
he's-
mayor and Logan Sousa
I don't have that. We just
So-
Rayford and I have the same thing.
because
We
he
just have the mayor.
represents my area.
Yeah, and some people
So-
have, but you know, yes, and we've got one contested race,
Right. That's
and it's
Juan
not
Belcher
not for me.
Not
and
for me.
Angela Washington.
Yep.
Angelia Washington. Yes.
So,
So
No, I'm.
but it doesn't matter. Go and let your voice be heard.
Mhm.
If you don't like who you see on there, write somebody in.
well, it's not a big election, but it is the municipalities, and we
is.
do have a mayor and a city council.
Yeah.
And while most of the constituents in Onslow County don't really follow the city political stuff much,
They should.
they sure
Well, they should
love
if you
putting
live
it
in
on
the
a
city, They
county.
got to vote for your stuff. Mine just doesn't have anybody running in my district for
But
it.
here's the
Right.
thing,
Yeah.
those who are living outside the city, though you can't vote,
Right.
everything that the
Mm-hmm.
city council does, in whether it's Jacksonville,
Mhm.
Richlands, Holly, anywhere,
Yeah.
they set tax rates.
Correct.
And when you go into those municipalities, you're going to pay
Mhm.
money that will go to them.
Well, how many
You gotta
people
understand that?
have just go on and on and on? We want a sports coliseum. We want a multi-purpose coliseum in the city.
Mhm.
Well, that you've got a mayor and a city council, and if you're interested in getting the right people in there to meet your wants and needs, you need to go vote.
Yep. Okay. For those of you just waking up, it is not 9:03, it's 8:03 in the morning. If you forgot to set your clocks back an hour. So
Right.
get up. You got an extra hour to get yourself ready.
I'm trying to post.
What is that?
It was my phone.
Oh,
See,
you're
sometimes
noisy,
it's
Megan.
easier for me to post on
It was us.
Facebook from the phone.
It was us.
It was us. She's on our site. Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a break. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. Fox News is now.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. Israeli Defense Forces surround Gaza City as they gear up to move in, fighting street to street in a spiderweb of tunnels under the city. One of the goals, freeing some 240 hostages that are believed to be in the tunnels. Secretary of State Antony Blinken wrapped up a trip to the Middle East today.
We remain very focused on the hostages held by Hamas, including Americans, and making sure we're doing everything possible to bring them home.
A weekend of travel took Blinken from Israel to Jordan, the occupied West Bank, Cyprus, Iraq, and Turkey, trying to build support for the Biden administration's proposal for humanitarian pauses. Former President Donald Trump going to be stand in a civil fraud trial in New York City today. The case could cost him $250 million and bar him from conducting business in New York State. His sons testified last week. America is listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
And we're back. Some tragic news over the weekend. A boating mishap left two North Carolinians dead. 59-year-old Charles Bailey and his wife, 58-year-old Suzanne Bailey, died in an early morning boat crash on Sunday, according to officials. About 2:30 in the morning, multiple agencies, including the Beaufort County's Water Response Team and the Coast Guard, helped find an overdue boater in Bath. Crews found the crashed boat in a wooded shoreline, a public boat ramp area. Both occupants of the boat were dead. Officials said North Carolina Wildlife currently investigating with the help from the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office. They 2:30 in the morning, they ran into the woods with their boat near a boat ramp.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of lessons learned out of this one.
Well, probably not. Now, people already know you.
a lot of what you don't do,
Yeah.
what you should do.
Well,
But yes,
2:30 in the morning, you
tragic
better
story.
have lots of stuff going on. The Beaufort Sheriff's Office is also investigating another tragedy. A fire that left one person dead early Sunday morning yesterday. Multiple fire departments went to reports of a structure fire. They found a single-wide mobile home engulfed in flames. The body of 57-year-old Durwood Weston was inside. There was no one else in the home at the time of the fire. The sheriff's office is leading the investigation. You also got the Beaufort County Office of Emergency Services and North Carolina's Office of State Marshal, and we know who that is. They're working on it. So they say the investigation is still ongoing. No foul play is suspected. Wow.
We had a postal carrier lose his home this weekend too, Saturday in Human.
Oh, really? Ouch.
Yes. It was started with the fireplace, and the home was a total loss. So, getting ready for this cold weather season, and
Check your chimneys.
check your chimneys.
Because chimneys can gum up.
Yes.
They get such
Yeah.
stuff in them.
Yeah.
And if you're doing wood burning stuff, go ahead and get yourself, those little fire logs. You've seen them?
Yes.
They burn really hot,
Yeah.
and they will help burn some of that stuff out of there.
They will.
Set one of them up, let it burn all the way down without putting any wood in there. That does not put out a lot of extra
Right.
oak and stuff like that. So
Well, I don't use wood. I
I know
use the
you don't.
gas logs, but I know you love the wood.
I love the wood.
Yes.
My daughter has the wood.
I love it. It's just feels
Both of
good.
them do. One won't burn it, but the other one does.
I just love the smell
Mhm.
when it's fresh, when it's burning, and of course it stinks up your house later.
It
but
does stink up the house.
doesn't.
a little bit,
I
yeah,
think it does.
No.
But I love it. I do, and
you-
the crackle and the pop.
That'll put me to sleep in a heartbeat.
Mm.
No, you
Your
feel
big old
the.
blanket lay down in front of the fireplace.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
can feel it over in my chair, my recliner. Put a little blanket there, and I can feel the heat all over me, and it's just really.
See,
really
I turn my
tasty.
gas logs on. They aren't on 15 minutes. I have to turn them off. It
I
gets
can't
too
tell you,
hot.
it heats my whole downstairs.
It gets too hot for
Ooh,
me.
It gets hot. I like it.
We've told you so. And now, former acting Homeland Security Secretary Chad Wolf said that his former department had concluded that Iranian-backed terrorist group Hezbollah has a presence right here in the good old U.S. of A.
If anybody's shocked by that,
Are you shocked and dismayed? I'm not.
No.
nope, we knew that was
This
something.
included a threat assessment from DHS going back to 2020 that says the terrorist organization could engage in operations with little notice.
Yep.
They close sleeper
They do.
cells.
Yep. Yep.
Wolf also referenced the crisis at the U.S. southern border as a potential threat to national security. He added that whether it's known terrorists, those on the watch list, or illegals from Iran, Syria, or Lebanon, the United States is vulnerable to attacks, especially now with an unprotected southern border.
Yep.
And we continue to do virtually nothing except play catch and release. That's a practice that should only be played by fishing enthusiasts.
Yeah.
No catch and release when we find these clowns trying to get into our country. And we need to round up all of those catch and releases that are running around this country and release them back into Mexico where they came from. That's the only way they got here. Unless they came from Canada. If they did, you will find that out. Send them back to Canada.
I think
With
Canada
a
does.
bullseye target painted on their tattooed on their foreheads.
I think Canada does a better job of screening
Well, they do.
who's trying to come through that border.
Except for 9/11.
Yeah. 9/11 was a wake up call to everybody.
It should have been.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It was.
The administration met with leaders from several nations over the weekend as we continue the president's push for a humanitarian pause to the Israel push of Hamas terrorists. What? The 5-week-old war has seen thousands of people on both sides killed. No word on the fate of the several hundred hostages, including a bunch of Americans that the terrorists took back to Gaza. The president continues to say he is not calling for a ceasefire. My question: what is the difference between a ceasefire and a humanitarian pause? Would you tell me that?
I don't think there is a difference.
Tell me what the difference is.
I guess it is, and this is a question, is a humanitarian pause a way to give people a chance of ceasefires as we stop doing? Is a humanitarian pause, okay, we're 40 hours and all those that want to leave can go. I mean, that's how I look at it. I don't know what it is. There's no difference otherwise. If that's not what happens,
you
then there's no
stop
difference.
shooting.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. You
Then it's
stop
a
shooting.
ceasefire.
And the humanitarians supposedly would allow the other side to release hostages, which they can do at any time
They
now.
can do that now, and they're
or
not
for
going
people
to.
to leave Gaza, which they can do now,
Yeah.
if the Hamas will allow
But
them to do
Hamas
it.
won't let them
No,
leave.
they won't.
That's
And they're
what the
not going
problem
to
is.
under humanitarian pause either. Here's
No.
what they will do under humanitarian pause. They're just going to build up
Yes.
strength. They're going to
Yeah.
get more arms in,
Yep.
more people
agree
in
with
from
that.
Iran.
Yes.
And why do I know that?
I know why you know it, and you're right.
Is this just a play on words? Humanitarian pause?
I think it's a try to placate certain groups is what I think it is.
Maybe after a pause, we could move forward with world peace. Everyone knows that terrorists are humanitarians, so perhaps they would agree to work for world peace. Israeli Defense Forces are preparing to release what they call evidence now that Hamas is exploiting hospitals in Gaza. Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari said that hospitals are being used as part of the terrorist organization's war efforts. He added that the world must take immediate action. In addition to the initial reports, Admiral Hagari said the terrorists are routinely using civilians as human shields. Hamas has had an underground facility. Much of their war against Israel has been planned. The terrorist organization even built a hospital on top of the infrastructure to ensure that Israel would not use powerful bombs and warheads to attack them. And the president of the United States wants Israel to take a humanitarian pause in its attacks against Hamas. The Iranian government has announced that Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei met with Hamas leaders over the weekend as the war between Israel and Hamas continues. Iran managed to lend a helping hand to sneak the Hamas leaders directly into Iran from Gaza, and proving without a doubt that Iran is a sponsor of terrorism. I'm just like perplexed. I don't get it.
Everyone just needs to stay vigilant. See something, say something.
Yes.
I'm telling you, we've been lucky so far. Knock on wood.
I'm going to lighten up a little bit.
You are?
I'm going to shock Kelly.
Uh-oh.
Probably you. Magnets, chargers, lollipops, and orange peels
Orange peels.
are just some of the surprising objects that people get stuck in their bodies.
Huh?
Back in 2021, according to reports from the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission's database.
Chargers.
Foreign objects lodged in people's bodies was the 9th leading cause of unintentional injuries that led to emergency room visits in 2021.
I have a story.
According to data from the Centers for Disease Control. Nearly 278,000 U.S. adults sought medical treatment at hospitals. The objects being stuck in strange places is predictable when you consider that more than half of those things are sex toys. According to Dr. Mark Siegel, clinical professor of medicine at NYU Medical Center. But wait, there's more.
Orange peels.
Some of the items that were lodged in people's ears included a cufflink, wet tissues, a plastic sword, an insect, a rock, a lollipop, a charger, a piece of ice cream cone, a push pin, a pencil eraser, and a battleship game piece in ears. Liquid items placed in the ear included shoe glue. They mistook it for eardrops.
Oh my gosh.
Lighter fluid, candle wax, and hydrogen peroxide. Some of the foreign objects put into noses included gum wrappers, a used match, magnets,
A used match.
rice, candy hearts, yarn, jewels, gummy worms, orange peels, an LED light, flowers, cheese, popcorn kernels, and glue. The unintentional swallowing of items results in a high number of ER visits. Some of the ingested foreign objects included ingested down the gullet, right? a steak knife, a small flashlight, a glue stick, pet toys, coins, office supplies, cigarettes, aluminum foil, hair clips, keys, and darts.
Okay, stop. Let me back up. How do you, quote, accidentally swallow a steak knife? Why would you?
This is not an accident.
All right, before we go any further, you are stopping there, right?
I mean, darts. Who swallows a dart? Who puts aluminum foil in their mouth and
There's
swallows
a
it?
reason that these people should be treated by counselors.
I agree.
You go to the ER with a steak knife down your throat. You really should be confined for a period of time.
Somebody probably
And a
trying
small
to
flashlight.
probably imitate like some of those
Why?
entertainers.
That stuff's fake in itself. I mean, what-
True.
why?
Well, there's a lot
Why?
of people who don't know.
I
that.
just, I mean,
I hope they did not
this
let
is
that
making
pass
my
naturally.
esophagus hurt. Like this is what, and orange peels. I don't understand the whole orange.
Up the
This
nose.
is- This is cutting stuff.
I mean, when my brother was little, and I mean, he would have been like 4. I had one of those. Lee, you might remember what they were like jewelry machines. They had beads, and you made jewelry. I forget. They had a name. It was very popular. It was in
was
the
it
70s.
Bedazzle?
No, it was in the 70s. They would have bedazzled in. This was like these little. Anyway, whatever it was called. My brother shoved a whole bunch up his nose.
Really?
He was 4, and Mom had to take him to the emergency room because he was an idiot, and because she couldn't get him out. She panicked.
I'm sure.
Why? I mean, he was 4, so I guess 4-year-olds put things up there. I don't know. He never
They
did
do,
it again.
apparently.
Yeah. But I guarantee you, a lot of these people are adults.
Oh, yeah, they
doing
are. A
this
steak
mess
knife.
right here.
You swallow a steak knife? A dart?
What is the who? Why?
My nose
Why would you say dart? Like, and what are we talking about? Office supplies. What are we talking about?
I'm afraid to ask.
I can't. Rayford, these people need to go to counseling.
Okay,
We need to
as
talk
long as
about
we
this.
stop right there and don't go any further, we're good. But my daughter, when she was little, she was sitting in her high chair and she had macaroni and cheese was eating that. And then the high chair was pulled up to the table. But she managed to reach across and pick up a little watch battery when I wasn't looking, and she swallowed it.
Oh,
really?
Lord.
Yeah, she was x-rayed, and they said it'll pass naturally. And so we had to comb through things for a couple days, and she did. Lesson learned.
910-333-0139, the place you can find the weird news on. That's better than dumb quick news right now.
Yeah, most definitely. Weird news.
And we're going to have a caller when we come back. So hang in there. You're
It's
live and
Phil.
local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
NE.
Be sure to tune to WSME Freedom 97.1 FM and worldwide WSME971.com tonight as the Cardinal soccer team heads to Croatan to challenge the Cougars of Croatan High School and the state 3A soccer championship tournament. 5:45, kickoff 6 p.m. Jacksonville High School soccer is made possible by the following 5 sponsors: National Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram, JOEMC, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, Golden Corral, the only one for everyone, North Marine Boulevard, Jacksonville, and Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, and the law offices of John Drew Warlick, your hometown attorney.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remember name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call David Hall, State Farm, 910-455-0440, 1218 Country Club Road, Jacksonville. On Friday, November 10th, Jones Gas and Oil Company is offering a Veterans Day sale to honor all veterans by filling 20-pound LP gas cylinders filled for only $9. That's right. On November 10th, get that 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $9 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, located at 3881, the Old Wilmington Highway in the heart of Verona. In addition to you money on LP gas cylinders for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company, serving residential, commercial, and agricultural and gas and oil needs. Don't forget to get your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $9. Friday, November 10th, in honor of Veterans Day at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway in the heart of Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
Since 1997, locally owned and operated Jersey Mike's 301E Western Boulevard right here in Jacksonville has provided only the best hot cold subs and healthy salads to our community and our military neighbors, and thanks all our customers for making Jersey Mike's a sub above. Jersey Mike's features hot and cold subs in different sizes, served Mike's way or your way, in addition to delicious healthy salads. To place your order or for takeout, phone 910-353-8091. Once again, Sam Duran and the staff of Mike's 301E Western Boulevard, Jacksonville, thanks you for making them a sub above.
It's the season of giving, which means a visit to Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, right here in Jacksonville. Select a gift that will keep on giving long after Christmas. Right now, save up to 40% on in-store merchandise, including showcase jewelry, featuring pendants, diamond rings, diamond fashion bands, gemstone rings, and earrings. Need money for the holidays? Barnes Diamond Gallery pays top dollar for gold and silver. Major credit cards accepted and layaway available. Hurry and save 40% on in-store merchandise right now. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville. Open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Saturday.
Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Barnes Diamond Gallery.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
They got some great deals down there. They're waiting for you right now at Tideline Marine. The doors will open tomorrow morning. They're closed on Mondays and Sundays, but they're open on Tuesdays through Saturday at 8:30 in the morning, and they're open until 5 o'clock every weekday and 2 o'clock on Saturdays. Tideline Marine, you can find boats, fishing equipment, outboard motors, boat trailers, along with the parts and supplies for those of you who like to work on your own boats, motors, and trailers. There are still American-made, American-powered Mercury outboards in stock. Mercuries are the only four-stroke outboards made in the U.S. of A. If you're wanting a new motor, one that's reliable and more fuel efficient than your old outboard, this might be your opportunity. It's likely that new outboards will cost more after the first of the year, so why put off until next spring getting repowered? You can also bet that a lot of other folks will be doing the same thing, so don't wait to stand in line. Don't forget trolling motors. Only a couple were left when I was there last Thursday, and when they're gone, no new trolling motors will be available until next year. And yes, the prices will have increased on those as well. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Northeasterly winds today offshore 10 to 15 knots, diminishing to 5 to 10 this afternoon. Seas 3 to 5, except 2 to 3 near shore. Dominant period 7 seconds. Sounds and rivers, a moderate chop, diminishing to a light chop in the afternoon. Tomorrow, westerly winds 5 to 10, becoming southwesterly 10 to 15 in the afternoon. 2 to 3 footers, dominant period 7 seconds. Sounds and rivers, a light chop, increasing to a moderate chop in the afternoon tomorrow. Wednesday, southwesterly winds around 10 knots. Seas 2 to 3, sounds and rivers, a light chop.
Today, sunny, high of 75. Tonight, clear, low of 49. Tomorrow morning, patchy fog before 7 a.m., so be very careful. Otherwise, mostly sunny, high of 77 with some gusty winds. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 52. And on Wednesday, sunny, high of 80. Warm.
And we have a caller. Good morning. Who's this?
Phil.
Hey, Phil. What's up?
Not much. I want to know how you guys would think all these people that's having these protests that's going on in the country. Do you think they should be put on like a watch or have background check done, or the federal government should check to see what's going on with them and all that?
No, I do not, because a protest, as long as it remains peaceful, is just that, a protest. I mean, you know, we have people protesting pro-Israel. We have people protesting anti-Israel, anti-U.S. But as long as they remain peaceful, until they come into the attention of law enforcement, just a random routine look at them, unless you can find some sort of maybe an organization that you want to check the leaders of, that might be a different story, but only if there is something that gets out of control.
Well, last week in Durham, they blocked the highway, and
Yep.
there's been
Yep.
arrest
Now,
warrants issued.
when you block a highway,
Mhm.
That's an illegal act.
Mhm.
Yes.
And yes, you're going to have a background check run on you once you get arrested.
Yep. 3 of them turned themselves in, and one's still refusing to.
Well, good for him. Or
It's a her.
I was trying to explain that to a friend of mine, and he says, I think they need all. I said, why? You know, they're not causing no disturbance or anything like that.
Yeah, and until they come to the attention of law enforcement where they are a problem, doing something illegal. No, we live in America. This is not
And
Russia.
that's what I try to explain to him. Wow.
Yep.
He likes to vote left, far left.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I would, and, he wants
And he wants background
he
checks on
wants
everybody?
background checks. That's surprising.
Yes.
That was shocking. I'm very surprised by that.
So am I.
To all protests, no matter what, if it's
That's surprise. He needs to be an independent only because
I'm an independent. I
well,
don't
I'm
want
just-
that.
Well, no, but I mean, normally people that vote, far left or far left thinking, they don't want background checks
He
on
needs to go
anybody.
join the Green Party.
Yeah,
yeah,
interesting.
he's not all upstairs.
That's
I got
interesting,
you.
though. Okay.
Yeah, he thinks that nobody should own guns.
Oh no.
He thinks that police officers shouldn't have guns.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he needs to move out of the country. Then.
Yeah, we've gone past it with him.
No,
he definitely has some issues.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's in La La Land.
I'm gonna need him not to
Yes.
think like that. Yeah.
He needs to sit down and watch some of those old cartoons, the Looney Tunes. That's what he needs to do. See if he sees
That's
any.
probably where his interest lay.
Yeah, would be the
Talking
best
about
part.
the stuff that you was mentioning about what people swallow and get stuck and all that. I've transported many kids with like watch batteries,
Yeah, we were just talking about that off mic.
Yes.
coins, and all that from
Right.
from Onslow and able to go to that has doctors for pediatric kids and all that.
Right.
And
It happens
I
with
can't
kids.
say, but I've transported adults that has stuff that's been stuck other places also.
Yes, I know. And law enforcement has found stuff stuck in all sorts of places, from guns to drugs.
Yep, I'd never forget. I forgot. It's many years ago. Highway Patrol pulled someone over, and I think he had a warrant and a gun. And the sheriff's department, the local sheriff's department in Onslow County, guy was having issues. They took him to the hospital, and he had a gun.
Cram where guns are not supposed to be.
Right.
Yep.
Good thing it didn't go off. Or maybe it's too bad it didn't go off.
Ouch.
Yeah,
would have been-
but, yeah. I figured you guys probably would say something about the, let them protest and all that.
Yeah, well, protest is fine.
You have the right to protest. You do not have
Yep,
the right to
that's what I told him.
impede or break laws
Or riot.
or vandalize.
Right is like explained to him. He's like, well, majority of the time they riot and all this and that. I was like, no, they don't.
We protest every morning on this show.
We
something.
do. We certainly do.
Yep.
We do. I
We-
mean, yeah,
Generally,
that's
people
right.
that are dumb is what we protest.
Yeah. Definitely.
Definitely true.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Phil.
Have a good day.
Thank you too.
Every time I go to a doctor, they always ask me, "So, what are you? Or do you have any allergies?" I says, "Yes, to dumb politicians."
Mm.
And they don't ever write it down, but whatever.
Well, mine, they say, do you have any new allergies? Because once I turned 35, I started developing allergies.
Have you found anything new that you're allergic to, Kelly?
No, but that's no.
Not
Not
yet?
don't jinx me, Rayford. I
Not
mean,
yet?
don't do it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, no.
You're probably allergic to
I
this
love
green
that.
stuff here too.
That's
Well,
my,
you have
that's
to
my
go
What is
vegetable.
see-
this mess?
It's kale,
I say I
pineapple
can't do
juice.
kale.
This is amazing.
I can't do kale. It
How can
just
you not drink? It's like the greatest drink. It's pineapple juice, apple juice, spinach, kale, distilled water, ginger root, and lemon juice. So
See,
good.
I used to make my own. I just have
So
a
good.
juicer,
Ugh.
but kale was a little too strong for
Better
me.
get ready for a rumble. House Oversight Chair James Comer said the Biden family will be served with 24 subpoenas in the coming days related
Yeah,
to
we'll
the
see.
family's
The
overseas
Biden
business.
family?
Yes, dealings.
We'll see.
I think you're going to see swift action on Biden, and I would predict somewhere around 24 subpoenas in the very near future, according to Comer. Comer is leading the House investigation into Hunter Biden's foreign business entanglements and looking to determine what role President Biden may have played in any dealings. Republicans allege the president actually benefited from business deals made by his family members with foreign nations.
I'm sure he's not the only elected official.
Oh, I'm sure
there's
he's
quite
not.
a few out there.
Several, I think, $174,000 a year for a congressman
Mhm.
ain't enough to make him a millionaire by the time he leaves office after 3 terms.
Right.
A multimillionaire,
No,
quite
I
often.
agree.
There's
I
something
agree.
wrong.
Yes.
Several areas of the Lake Mead National Recreation Area in Nevada temporarily closed due to high levels of fecal bacteria found in Arizona hot springs, according to park officials. The areas being temporarily closed included the Hot Springs, Arizona Hot Springs Trail, and the White Rock Canyon parking lot. Officials are working to improve water quality in the next several days and will reopen the areas once water quality meets federal and state safety standards. According to the Park Service, you ready? It is possible that human feces could have been left in the area, and they are trying to remind folks using parks to take their trash and their poop with them when they leave.
Yeah.
Poop in the woods and it ends up in the hot springs. Oh, goody. Or maybe they poop in the hot springs. I don't know.
That's just disgusting. Between sticking things in your ears and your nose and down your throat.
And other
And now we're
areas.
talking about pooping in the woods. What else have you got this morning, Ray?
I hope nothing.
We need something good.
Going to remind y'all that tomorrow is election day here in North Carolina.
Yes, it is.
Let me see, get the exact number of locations. I think there are 465 municipalities across 86 counties. They have elections tomorrow. They're looking for new mayors or a mayor re-election or town council or city council. I guess some places call them commissioners. Polls open at 6:30. They'll remain open until 7:30. Voters, if you're in line at 7:30, you will be able to cast a ballot. They will keep the polls open until the last person who's in line at 7:30 is served. Here's what you got to have, among other things: a valid form of ID for this election. You must bring an approved valid form of ID for this election. You must know where you're supposed to vote. You can find out at the State Board of Elections website. Do it in advance. That means like today, folks, to keep from having to drive all over the place tomorrow and try, well, this is where I voted last year or last time I voted. Well, some of it has changed.
Seen that.
Some of it has changed. So instead of trying to make phone calls to an organization that has 2 phone numbers and they're both busy with other people doing the same thing you're doing, no. Get online today. You can go to our Facebook page. You can find a site
Yes.
Onslow County
I'll
Board
do
of
a
Elections.
separate post on that too.
Onslow County Board of Elections right now. You can go there and find the link from that to the State
Mhm.
Board of Elections voter search.
Right.
Or we'll put in a voter search link as on another post as well. So you can go directly there, type in your name, pick your county, because there may be a lot of John Smiths out there.
That's right.
I guarantee you there are. Pick your county. That will lower the number. If you get, use a middle initial, and use your birthday, because you know it. Not everybody does. Use your birth date on there as well. And that will help narrow the search down to you and specifically you.
Right.
Go ahead and do that today, and it will tell you what ballots that you can vote on. In any of the municipalities, you can vote for the mayor. I think they're up in every. I'm not sure.
I've heard a lot of people say, "Well, he's going to get it anyway. Why should I go vote?" Because I'm going to go support my mayor.
Well, it's not only that. To be honest with you, there may be a write-in candidate,
that
has happened. North
What are you
Thompson
gonna
Beach
do
got
then?
one. They did not run, but the write-in candidate won against an unopposed candidate, an unopposed mayor.
That happened. Yes.
It happened in North Thompson. So it can happen anywhere, folks. And the fewer votes that your candidate, the incumbent, gets because you said, well, he's got it anyway, I don't need to vote, the more likely it is that a write-in can get it. Those are mathematical things, y'all. Figure it out. Don't forget, you've got to have the ID. It's about time we do that. We really need to do that. Make sure you've got a valid ID. You can find that information on the state website as well. It'll tell you what's legal, what's not. Your concealed carry permit is not legal. Doesn't have your picture on it, for one thing. And there are a bunch of other IDs you may be carrying that are not legal. They're not recognized. I've got several that are not recognized in my wallet right now. Your library card is going to be one of them. That's not recognized. Okay.
All right. For just so you know, the unaffiliates have taken over the state of North Carolina.
Go.
2,675,934 unaffiliated. Republicans, 2,210,000.
We got you by 400,000.
Democrats, 2,413,000.
Got them by 400,000.
Yeah, so you have your unaffiliates, your Democrats, and then your Republicans.
Republicans are trailing,
on
are
the
number
bottom.
third.
That's right. And we're up to 1,588 on the No Labels Party.
Now, if I was in a Republican's shoes and I was running for office, I would cater to the independents. If I was a Democrat running for office, I would cater to the independents.
That always
The independents will make the decision in these elections upcoming next year.
Right.
Okay. You got it.
And the unaffiliated still have it in Onslow County, 50,063. To the Republicans, 47,118.
Got you about 4,000, but 3,000.
Democrats, 24,255. And the No Labels up to 90. 90. Libertarians, 1,797. Green Party, 25. Constitution Party, 0. But yeah, No Labels is building.
In next year's primary,
Mhm.
next spring's primary, independents can choose a ballot. They can choose which one to vote for.
Right.
Now, a lot of independents are going to say there's no competition in the Republican ranks,
Mm-hmm.
which is not true. And they will choose to vote for the weakest Democrat. Makes no sense, but that's what they think.
Makes no sense at all.
Small percentage of them who will do that will make no difference, but they
Right.
could make a difference in voting for either a Democrat or picking a Democrat or a Republican.
True.
And voting
It's gonna be
what they really
interesting.
want, not what they're against.
You know, and I know Republicans will hate me for saying this, but I almost think that sometimes being a primary, why can't you choose who you want during the primary? Why does it have to be one side? Why can't you have all the names on the ballot for the primary?
That's not the way primaries work.
I know.
Primaries
but
are
think
like
about it.
Because primaries are
preliminary.
designed to pick the people to
I
go
know
in
that.
through
I know that. Believe me. But what I'm saying is you're going in there And you
So just have the election on
Just have the
primary
election
day.
and that, yeah.
you just like you're
Which it
going
used
in
to
there
be
and
Oslo County.
say the Republican person running for president you don't want, but you want the Democratic person. You can't vote for him during the primary. It has to wait till the general election.
You can vote for him if you're independent.
If you're independent, right? But
Well,
like,
if it- as
or vice
independent, I thought
versa.
you had to choose
Yeah,
a particular ballot.
If you were a Democrat and you wanted to vote during the primary, you have to vote Democratic. Say that all those people on the ballot there you didn't want.
Then you should be independent.
That's right. Uh-oh, she's
Ray
jetpacked.
Ford.
Lord have mercy.
We're
I
going to take a
need
break.
$98,000.
Who's
The
98?
Jetson 1, the new jet pack that can fly at the speed of a car, goes on sale next year. They're already doing pre-orders. They've already got 300 so far. It's $98,000. See, I told you I want a jetpack.
Okay.
I just got to find $98,000.
I think I've got one over there somewhere.
I want a
It's
jetpack.
made by Verizon, but it's no good anymore. You're
This
live
is
and
a
local.
fancy one.
You're live and local. Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME.
Hurricane season is here, and if you're not prepared, now's the time to visit Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morehead Plaza in Morehead City. Whether for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Williams Hardware has the tools and accessories to help protect against high winds and water. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supply. Williams Hardware, your helpful, handy hardware store, also cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington Grill for Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morehead Plaza in Morehead City. Williams Hardware is open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158, and be prepared this hurricane season.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing a perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only copper protection warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online. WatkinsNewFloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997. Locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it.
If your check engine light is on and you plan to travel to visit friends and family this holiday season, it may be time to call or visit Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue in their friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Cold weather is tough on cars and trucks, and the pros at Battlefield Automotive can check your starter, battery, and charging system to keep you on the road and warm with complete heater repair. From tune-ups to transmission service, a hose, a battery, or whatever you need for holiday travel, let the ASE technicians at Battlefield Automotive help you. All work is guaranteed, and the staff at Battlefield Automotive takes this time to say thank you for the opportunity to serve all your auto and truck repair needs, and wishes you the best this holiday season and the upcoming new year. Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue, Swansboro. Phone 910-325-0828 for Battlefield Automotive.
It's not for everyone, only for you. The medication your doctor prescribes is exclusively yours to take as directed. Nobody else should be taking it. It's up to you to keep your medication secure and to safely dispose of any unused medications. Don't let anyone take what's yours. Your prescription, your responsibility. Be aware, don't share. Lock your meds.
Supported by NCDHHS, Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse Services. Visit lockyourmeds.org/NC.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, we're back here, live and local Real Talk. And Kelly has taken a leave of absence. She's going to be gone for the next few minutes. Then she'll come back tomorrow. How's that? And tomorrow morning, by the way, at 7:30, confirmation, we're going to be talking about bike safety. Now, we're not talking about bicycle safety. We're talking about motorcycle safety. And that's going to be happening coming up very shortly. And we're going to have Lieutenant Philip Williams in the studio with us tomorrow morning at 7:30 to talk about it. And for those of you who like to ride motorcycles, and I've said it before, you really you should take a bike safety course. This is one here. You have to have a motorcycle endorsement to ride a bike, number one. Mm-hmm. And this would be a great opportunity to get you started with that. But also it will tell you some things that some people like me, and like all of us who do not ride motorcycles, what concerns us. One of them is kind of like zipping around, zipping in between cars, zipping here. We don't know where you're going. We have no clue what's happening. We don't know what your intentions are. We don't know that you're not out of control, because you certainly look out of control at times, especially on the bypass. You're running 60 miles an hour, which is the speed limit around here on the bypass. And some vehicle comes, and there's a vehicle in the left lane. I'm in the right lane, perhaps, and we're not that far apart, and they'll come right between us.
That's scary.
It is scary. A mishap, or for you, you don't know what the other driver of that car. First of all, a wreck, he's going to win. You lose.
That's right.
You do not know what the intentions are of the four-wheel drivers, because some of them, unfortunately, many of them do not use their turn signals when they get ready to make a lane change.
Not only that,
and they turn just as you get beside them and they haven't seen you, and zip, bam.
I'll say that sometimes
You're one and done.
It's hard to see. There's been many of a time I'll look in my left mirror getting ready to change and just happen to catch the edge of a bike.
Absolutely.
There's sometimes they get in that blind spot. So
and they move very quickly.
Yes, they do
to get there.
Yes.
So it's behoove all of us, the four-wheelers and the two-wheelers, to start acting like responsible drivers.
Everyone working together. I was on I-85, and this was about a long time ago. And I had a group of motorcycles, and it was busy traffic on I-85 going north. It's crazy. And a group of motorcycles weaved in and out of all the cars doing about 100 miles an hour, because most everybody was doing 75, 80 on 85. Anyway, so scared me so bad, because they came out of nowhere, got around about a mile further up the road, got around a curve, and there they were, but laid out in the street. And it was a tragic scene. So.
Yep, I understand. And it happens.
Yes, it does.
I mean, I did
it's not much
I've
protection.
said it before, Carolina Beach, outside Carolina Beach. I was a Curie Beach cop at the time, but Highway Patrol called me, because I still did their fatalities, and they had a double fatality just south of the Carolina Beach city limits. And there were two motorcycles involved. And the wreck was directly on the center line on a 2-lane road. They were playing chicken. There's no doubt about it. Both drivers were killed. And the passenger on one of the bikes, she was in really bad shape. Bill, I know you're there, but hang in there. We got to do a commercial break, and we'll be right back. You're live and local, Real Talk.
Barker Electrical Corporation, located at 3163 New Bern Highway Jacksonville takes this time to say thank you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours a safe and happy holiday season. Barker Electrical Technology Corporation has proudly been serving the electrical needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2002, specializing in residential, commercial, and heavy industrial work. Barker Electrical Technology can handle repairs for existing homes, hot tubs, swimming pools, pool houses, control systems, and exterior structures. Now that we're in the hurricane season, it's the perfect time to get that new generator installed for all the storms Mother Nature throws your way. Fully licensed and bonded, Barker Electrical Technology is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Phone 910-358-2187. Online at barker-electrical.com. Great Gas and Oil Company, and of course, Wismart and Chappie's Chicken, located at 4111 Gum Branch Road, right here in Jacksonville, and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert, has all you need when it comes to convenience for gas, cold beverages, and a great selection for quick pickup essentials. Enjoy fresh, not frozen, delicious meals at Chappie's Chicken, located inside Wismart, 4111 Gum Branch Road, 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert. So if you're in a hurry, get it all. Gas, ice cold beverages, convenience store items, and delicious, fresh, not frozen, Chappie's Chicken at Wismart, 4111 Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville, and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, or golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for fall, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series. These lawn tractors were engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility, and designed to deliver premium cut. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and find out how the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series is tailored to help unlock all the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, superior service. If you have a project that requires ready-mix concrete, whether a driveway, patio, livestock housing, outdoor kitchen, or something special for the holidays, Mixed Masters Concrete of Beulaville can handle the job. Large or small, Mixed Masters Concrete offers residential, commercial, and agricultural contract work with professional service and fast delivery. Owner Scott Thigpen provides free estimates, and Mixed Masters Concrete will deliver on Saturdays. In addition to expert concrete service, KPT Masonry does complete concrete finishing. So, for ready-mix concrete and professional concrete finishing, phone 910-298-6153. Mixed Masters Concrete and KPT Masonry of Beulaville. Proud to be part of the continuing growth of Eastern North Carolina, and thanks all our military families and all that serve.
Bryn Mawr Jewelers, proudly serving the Jacksonville area with the brilliance you deserve for 73 years, invites you to visit them at 1136 Western Boulevard next to Sam's this holiday season. Locally owned and operated by the Queen of Diamonds, Lisa Lutz Keys and Luke Keys, look forward to showing you why only the finest diamonds makes it to their showcase, bringing you the brightest holiday season ever. In addition to fine diamonds and precious stones, you'll find watches, rings, bracelets, earrings, necklaces, charms, and remember, no one does I do like they do. Bryn Mawr Jewelers, Jacksonville's oldest jeweler, also specializes in custom design. Bryn Mawr Jewelers takes the time to wish you and yours a happy holiday and the best in the coming new year. Bryn Mawr Jewelers, 1136 Western Boulevard next to Sam's, serving Jacksonville since 1950. Visit BrynMawrJewelers.com or by phone at 910-455-2994.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And on the phone with us right now, Bill. Good morning, Bill. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. Everybody have a good weekend?
I think so.
We did, sir. I hope you did too.
Good. Yeah, I was calling, I guess, for two things that came up. When you talked this morning about the, people wanting a sports complex, et cetera. But I noticed just with other cities here in this state, and then just through time being in other states where they've done that it turned into, multi-million kind of thing that then never got used, And I know even here in North Carolina, they had Greensboro had built a huge one, and that had a hockey rink and the stuff in it, and it got used when the Carolina Hurricanes first got here, until they built a new one in Raleigh, and then it went dead again. So that got used a couple years, and that was it. And that was one of the hopes to bring economic development back into, and revitalize the city out there. But that just went dead again too, after the Hurricanes left and went to Raleigh. But I think a lot of that it's a lot of wishful thinking, to say build it and come, and there just isn't anybody to come to it anymore.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Unfortunately.
Say again?
Sometimes things like that happen. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. And it's like big cities when they just keep building skyscrapers, and it's more of like it's a work program because there's nobody going to move into them, and they don't. I mean, you could go to New York, Chicago, any of the big cities, and it's just lots of new skyscrapers. They have never had anybody in them except a security guard and an office to rent the space.
Yep.
And that's it, And those are the only people that work there.
Yeah, we got to be careful what we develop and what we wish for. Sometimes it's not. It sounds like it's a good plan on paper, but it turns out not to be a good plan because you cannot predict what other people are going to do. You can try.
That's right.
But no guarantees.
Yeah, and it's always a sale. And again, someone always makes a great sale thing.
Yeah.
And sales is.
All right, we're right at the end of the show here, Bill. Again.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Oh, okay. And I was going to ask too, I guess, about motorcycles. A lot of the ones that have the 3-wheel base.
Okay. We really got to go. You want to tune in tomorrow morning? You'll hear more about it at 7:30. Thank you very much. Real quick, like a man up in Ohio.
I love that story.
When police got there, he was sitting in the car 20 feet off the ground. The car, police say, he tried to steal from a wrecking yard while waiting for police to arrive to arrest him. Body cam footage from Akron PD shows the SUV still hanging in the air before it was gently lifted down so officers could take the dude into custody. One of the officers said, "What's your name, man?" "None of your business, bro." That's what the guy in handcuffs said. They told him he was under arrest. He then asked for what and said he was running from someone.
He was running.
I'm running from someone. I'm running from the popo. Guess where?
Okay.
He got high real fast, 20 feet high. The forklift operator that was there at the wrecking yard, he put the forks right underneath the car, right under the front end, and lifted that whole sucker up 20 feet off the ground.
That was pretty smart. You had to have done that fast, too.
So when they called the police, the wrecking yard called the police, and they said, "Well, this guy tried to steal my car. Where is he?" "Well,
we have him detained."
He's still in the car. He's about 20 feet in the air on the loader.
Could you imagine that officer's face when he got there?
The 911 dispatcher said, with a laugh. Wonderful. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard. We'll get you some help very shortly. No hurry.
No hurry at all. That's right.
Okay, tomorrow morning at 7:30, we're going to have from Jacksonville PD, we're going to have Lieutenant Philip Williams. He's going to be in here. He's going to be giving a course in motorcycle safety, bike safety coming up very shortly. And so all of you who are either bike riders or want to be bike riders, you might want to join the conversation tomorrow.
Not only that, but people who don't ride bikes listening to some of the
Yes.
safety rules and laws.
Well,
we learn from that also.
And learn from some of the problems that motorcycles have with four-wheelers like us.
Yes.
And they have lots of problems with us. We pull out in front of them when they're coming down the highway. We look for a car. We need to get in the habit of looking for a motorcycle, anything.
Yes.
It could be a
Hard to
bicycle,
see
it could be a
sometimes.
motorcycle, it could be anything.
Right.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
It'll be a good program.
We'll be talking about that all tomorrow morning. It is now 10 o'clock if we were on daylight time. It's not. It's now 9 o'clock. It's time for Fox News break. Coming up at 9 o'clock, Fox News. At 10 o'clock, another dose of the Daily D's. And at 3 o'clock this afternoon, Rick, our friend Rick, we've got to get him on the air here
Yes,
one
we
morning.
do.
Our friend Rick is going to be handing it off to Hollywood. Chris, Hollywood man, he'll spin all the tunes you want to hear tonight. We'll talk about tomorrow too, I'm sure. So there's a big soccer game, and WSME is carrying it live.
right.
And unfortunately, I don't know the time that we're live. I think it's 6:45 for the pregame
I
show.
will find out and we'll
We'll
post
post
it. We'll post.
But anyway, it's tonight here in Jacksonville. It's a big game. You're live in local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll see you in 22 hours.
WSME, Camp Lejeune.